Hey, it's Twerk. Great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you can maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. I'll pay for it. Let me help you. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Wraithfrost. Ida, let me take care of you. I will, whatever you need.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
I love the voice acting, and I love the voice. But God, it's showing up at terrible times. Yeah, that's right. Piss off. Oh, the Song of the Dragons rises to a crescendo. Oh no. The Song of War.
Is that what I think it is?
Uh-huh.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Pray return, pray drink. Oh dear. Not good, Bob. Not good. It's a bad time, Bob. The envoy is here. God, I love the armor. I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forgo the usual pleasantries if I may. Certainly you come with news of the Dravanians. Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Amric himself sallied forth a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. What happened to, like, we're gonna be fine, like, we've never been overtaken, we got the defenses like crazy. You paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then? Ooh, we do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks, thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Amric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Kurthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. It's with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of their grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well, I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Amric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgard Zormer and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. 'Twould seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Torque. I have feelings. I have thoughts. Ooh. I have thoughts. Ishgard. Who's on whose side here? Inside job? Mummy. There's a severe lack of...
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
First off, there's a severe lack of, like, guards on this bridge here when there's kind of a war going on. Second, sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. That's what Midgard Zormer said, right? The barrier that was protecting Ishgard, that Sir Amric was like...
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Oh, no. 'Twould seem the heretic struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies, we chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. Ooh. But let's speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Amric awaits you. God, her armor just looks so good. I want it. Hoslow. I was comparing her armor to the Hoslow armor in Elden Ring. It's House Hoslow. The story of House Hoslow is told in blood or whatever. Sorry, it just finally came to me. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Orshafont will know where Sir Amric means to receive us. I bet it's in the same spot he's been receiving us in Camp Dragonhead. I highly doubt it's going to change. But that's just me. Dragons live everywhere. Be confused with a hand. See, it will be fine. Even the NPCs say so. It's almost like a shower. Exactly, Sharp. It's just like, I was talking about the other day, and I couldn't remember the last name, but I was like, Dialos. I can't remember who Dialos' house was. It's like Camp Hoslow. The tale of Camp Hoslow is told in blood or something like that. Orshi, hey bud. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and would treat with you in the intercessory. What? In the intercessory? That's crazy. He's never treated with us there before, Alfie. That's nuts. Oh my gosh. That's so new. Best fanboy Orchifant. Wow, Orchifant likes your face. We spent quite a bit of time in character creation to make this face the way it is. Okay. We worked on it. So he better put some respect on it. Orchifant is great. We stand Orchifant here. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside, please? Please do. Oh, I thought it would throw me right into the cutscene. Ishgard's future hangs in the balance. The city's salvation rests on our assistance. I cannot well withhold it. Even so, I mean to make Sir Amric sweat for his reinforcements. Alfie. On this occasion, feigned disinterest may serve the cause of Eorzean unity better than naked philanthropy. Come, let's find out what concessions the Holy See is willing to make. Probably very little. They're probably going to be real stingy with it, I feel. I thank you for coming with such haste and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgar's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally. Estinian! Hello? Is this dude not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now? If I'd known he was gonna be here, I would have worn my dragoon drip. May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragooooon? Is he though? Isn't he not wanted? An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragons. Isn't he like a thief? They are formidable warriors all, even among such masters of the lance. Estinian is without equal. Like, didn't he like steal the eye and they don't like him? He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons and may thus contend with any Trevanian. I mean, so was I. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azure Dragooooon here will attest. Be at ease, twerk, I did not come to challenge you this day. Damn right, Azure Dragooooon right here, baby. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. But also, seriously, are they going to address it, the fact that Estinian stole the relic and that he was like being hunted? He's a wanted man. But he's still Ishgard's Azure Dragooooon, apparently. It would seem that Lady Iceheart and the Trevanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nithog's stolen eye. Nithog, one of the 7 great worms. I knew it was going to be him. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldreth, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthus since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many are the scars our walls bear from Nithog's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldreth plucked from the bested worm skull known simply as the Eye is a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nithog, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength. and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. Voice of Midgard Zormr. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. Ooh. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. So I guess Ascian gave it back. But though stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, the dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years the dragons endure. Patient, calculating, inexorable, you must understand these creatures do not share our perception of time. Homie, you gave in to Nidhogg's influence, okay? Alright, Anakin? And that is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies, 20 years for him to gather his strength and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. The Crystal Braves have like 20 guys. I'm not sure how much bolstering they can really do. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper at the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in the conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beast men. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. They would not even have to draw steel. Alright. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona? 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. So much for Alfie trying to play hardball. He made one attempt, got it Uno reverse. He's like, alright, fine. You win. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence was stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, I assure you, and the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wherever so I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nithog's voice. Then the worm who roared was Nithog. Aye, he means to hurl his horde against Danafin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt the worm has summoned his minions to war.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Ishgard's in danger.
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
Nidhogg? Oh, that hurts to hear.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
All 30 of us.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
To war.
The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
I'm a Scion after all. I'm here for it. I'm the Azure Dragooooon.
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
I'm the real Azure Dragooooon. Estinian, step aside. I'm the real one. So I feel like it's my duty to help Ishgard here.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
What about Ul'dah, though? Ul'dah's like, I feel like in a pickle. So Huh? Yeah, Rio's watching close. He's got a funny feeling about those two, one or the other. Uh-huh. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfield to Kurthis. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Prey briefs Slothborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru accompany you? She has talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I have survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Well, they do have a couple of Ascian folks influencing things there. That makes sense. Oh, hey, Real. Hey, bud. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamigo by the name of Wilred was there with the Fourth that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? No, but we very rarely see them often. No. Is Wilred okay? God damn it, I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, then black market weapons went missing from our vault in Ul'dah. So now, of course, half the brave suspect the lad of making off with the goods. No, he wouldn't, though. I don't think he would. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no more than a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing as binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it, yeah. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. Agreed. And then, and this is just between you and me, mind, there's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves numbers not adding up. There's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilred. Any road, you've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. Just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, twerk. Real. There's something. I know it. There's something going on. There's inside person in the Braves. Alright, so Nanmo hasn't abdicated the throne yet, or whatever that word's supposed to be.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Uh-huh. However,
then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Ul'dah has none.
Gridania does not object.
Mm-hmm.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
Pray for our success, aka they're not coming.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Thoughts and prayers.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
Fair. Can't stretch yourselves
We
too
dare
thin.
not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Teleji Adeleji and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
Oh, Alfie wants to have a spine this time? Let's go.
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
You got money. Spend
yes,
it.
the free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
Yeah, Alpha, you got money. Spend it, bud.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords?
Hey!
Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
Ooh,
My duty is to my country and my people.
He's not backing down this time.
If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Oh. Yes, mommy.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
Get another 8-man party together and have at it. That's what Robon's telling us.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
You know you can't trust the Brass Blades, though, Robon. Come on.
Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Oh, no.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. That's a big word for me. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Orshafant and Sir Amric to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. Captain Ilberd, what news? Then the assault has begun. We have but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance members. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durandare at the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights and thin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I am able. Twerk, I would have you and your adventurer allies bolster the defenses at the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marceline at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. Oh, damn. I didn't realize we were going to get into it. Okay. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the Gates of Judgment lie the Steps of Faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Danafin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the Steps of Faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. Should hope that includes us as well. Yes. Who is it? Hey! Now it's a party. The Scions of the 7th Dawn? We cannot well stand idly by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louisoix has taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right, if the dragons should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde. Let's do it, baby. Oh! Well, I was not expecting a dragon that big. That's a bad dragon. Oh. That's not even Nithog, is it? That dude had both of his eyes. That's not even Nithog. God, but Nithog's gotta be massive then. Accept the fury into your heart and defend this bridge with your life's blood. Thancred is with us. I'm here for it. And Lucia the Radiant. There she is. Alright. So, am I just... Oh, no! Damn! There was no warning on that. That just happened. I have... Alright, everything's... I can't do anything else, I'm assuming, so we just kill. Down for the count? Oh, no. What in the... Lucia? Cauterize? Everyone fall back, fall back. I can't! On your feet. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I guess that's all we can do is just run.
To me.
So scared. Oh, that was Y'shtola who did that. Oh, let's get him now. Remember what it is we fight for. Oh, a good woman. Oh, I would love to do this. I want to do the old one. This seems like this would be such a fun one to do. I'll fall back once the NPCs start to fall back. I'm going. Look, I just want to say, Scions, I'm doing my job. I'm hitting this guy with everything I got. Man, I wonder if this is just like a forced fail instance, you know? Like, it'd be great if we could. But also at this rate, it feels like we're not going to beat the big dragon. Like, dragon's going to be too big. Estinian! Okay. Maybe this is not a forced loss. Maybe we are going to pull this one out. Oh, Estinian Wormblood, you. Now that's some DPS, baby. Night Dragoon. I feel like that was just Estinian, but there is a Night Dragoon and there is Estinian. I don't want to... We should have gotten out of the way. You shouldn't have been standing right there where the fire was, dog. It's kind of on you. We must end this now. There's no way. Oh! I want to do that! That's so awesome! They just need to hang on just a little bit longer, okay? I am going through the entire rotation. We've almost got him. That was a big dragon. That was a big dragon. Crushed through, what, 2 barriers? Almost the 3rd? The dragon's there withdrawing. Victory is ours. Who is this little Lala? She looks adorable. Ah, the sun is rising on Ishgard. I guess just other adventurers. One of Nithog's greatest champions slain, the Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nithog? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm. Nithog, and only your death will sate my lance. The sneer. God, he's so anime. He's so anime. You must be weary, Twerk, and now may very well be your only chance to... Nope, not so fast, my friend. Antecedent! Uh-oh. Tataru. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the warcrafts. Oh, the little wave. Hey. A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you? Oh, no. Is this going to be Nanimo's announcement? The royal seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanimo Ul'Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are to be recognized for our part in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refused to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? Minfilia? The respect, I love it. But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press for Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had time to mourn Moenbryda, and I, for one, am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also attend. It would be a strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. Love Tataru, and please let me know if there's anything else I can do. I love her. Curious, I have never known Tataru to sigh at such requests. Could aught be amiss? Ooh. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Twerk made me realize that there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you have certainly earned the rest. But I suspect that lying abed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predicaments. Even Hoary Boulder and Coltano have been promoted from guard duty to fill our need for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I, too, should acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Tataru! Whoa, hey! Tataru, I want to train with her. That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Miss Tataru so determined. Has aught befell with which I might help, antecedent? Ah, not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer of the capable kind, of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able. My thanks, antecedent. I take my leave of you. I wonder how this is going to become relevant. It's going to become relevant. I adore this Lala. Twerk! What are you doing here? I didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I do. I support it. I, Tataru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. Yes, you shall. And now, at Mistress Thubergim's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise. Until we meet again. Oh, Azure sees to Pirate's Port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plans to naught, came the last whom none could fool. I don't know music theory. I don't know how this stuff goes. Beat him with the backdraft, gut him with the gust, deck him with the downburst. Go, Carbuncle, go. She's so cute. Oh, are those crates I spy? And this must be the true test, but we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? Look at her with her little buck. With her little grimoire. Wait, Carbuncle? Yeah, no. Wah! Come back, Carbuncle, come back! I should have known you'd come, Twerk. Oh no! We're here to help, but she thinks, oh no. You needn't say a word, your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. No, no shame! Betrayed by my own Carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the... No, that's not true. That's not true. I will inform Mistress Thuber of my intention to withdraw from the guild. Arcanima, like so much else, is beyond... No! 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 I wish we had dialogue here. I want to talk to her. I want to give her a hug. Back so soon. How fared our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Thuby. Abysmally, as Twerk will... No, I will not testify abysmally. I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I wouldn't have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? We are so lucky, we don't deserve her. You are too kind, Mistress Thuby. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Well fought, Twerk, well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize, a bounty of blood pearls. She's so cute. So named for the reddish hue, they were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone, so that no matter where they go, they will always come home. It's sort of the power to defend myself and other people in a way. Right, well, I mustn't keep Flamin waiting. There's work to be done, lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the Scion in Lomenza market. She may have an eye for quality, but I have nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Twerk, and thank you for everything. That sounded rather final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Until we meet again. You're going nowhere, Tataru. I'm sorry, my camera's in the way. She waved to us. It was so we had such a smile on our face. She's Tataru. A little. I'm not sure if that's like a sly smile or if that's just a looking back, just like smile. You know, either way, I don't care. I love her. The fat cat. Look at the fat cat underwater. Twerk, is it true that you agreed to lend us a hand? Yes. Huzzah! What'd I tell you, Cole? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the warrior of light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, but our mission is the same. Separated by moms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such thoughts bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Twerk, we would have you attend to the scholar charged with surveying the South Shroud. Okay. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Twerk, in spirit we shall be together every step of the way. Hoo yeah! I'm so short. Why do they have to make Catboy so small? Yes, quite high, yet still markedly lower than the historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th astral era. Could the presence of a primal account for the difference? Or is there something else? Something else? Something else. Scion, come here. I need you. Warrior of Light, motherfucker. Get the name right. Oh. Wilred. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. Why is he here? How are you two here? Here, Twerk, Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return at the appointed hour. Okay. Not sweet Wilred. He had such a bright future. Gutted like a hog, but not by one, no. These ones were made with a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield. Heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What cause had Wilred to come here? What should we do? We'll see to the scholar's protection, Twerk. I and the boys' remains. You should return to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. And so do I. I was hoping he would somehow survive. I didn't know how it would happen, but I was really hoping he would.